Hello, and welcome to Filmfaker's commentary from your friends at Zero Liminal Films. I'm Batman.
And I'm not.
Very good. This is, of course, Filmfaker's commentary. If you couldn't understand my Christian Bale Batman nonsense impression, and I am Max, and with me, as always, well, not as always, as recent.
Is J-Rod?
Yes, as recent.
It's most.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing a lot of the film faking lately.
Yeah, if this is the only thing you're watching, well, thanks, but you can watch more. But
Oh,
this is
plenty more.
mostly normal.
Yeah. Today we are going to jump right in because we are doing The Dark Knight, and we're doing a relatively long scene wherein Harvey Dent is being transported to county jail, and the Joker does not want any part of that. So, what is the timestamps for this one?
The timestamps on just the normal DVD that you could buy, and most places you can still buy DVDs. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 47 seconds. So just as they're ending the Michael Caine, Maggie Gyllenhaal scene.
All right. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
And here's go.
Yeah, so I mean, this scene is as action-packed as it gets in this film. I mean, there's a ton of set pieces in this movie, but this is definitely one of the more large-scale, especially because it involves so many vehicles, including a helicopter.
Yeah,
And
they did a lot with this scene.
oh yeah, totally.
And I also
And
remember when I first watched it, thought this was just about the end of the movie.
oh, I mean, you said it was at the 1 hour and 40 some minutes mark.
20 minutes. It would have been about 81 minutes to the end of what we're doing here. So then
I mean, that's a whole movie.
another like 10 minutes of exposition credits, and that's a 90-minute movie. That's not the worst.
No,
But wait, no, there's a whole nother movie after this movie.
there is, but somehow it keeps you engaged for the whole 2.5 hours. So that's the mark of a good movie. Because after 90 minutes, there is a very like every minute has to really count.
Yeah. Also, I can only imagine how much that double-headed Liberty Dollar is worth. Normal ones go for like hundreds of dollars, if not more.
Crazy.
And any kind of minting error, like a double-faced coin, even if a new penny was made like that, it'd be worth a few bucks. So
I'm no numismatist, so there you go.
I pretend to be.
Meanwhile, the Joker's shooting people in the face.
Yes, he is. I may have diverted a bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's very controlled, very well handled. It cuts when it needs to, but it's not over the top. It's not like the Paul Greengrass style of overly shaky, overly cutty kind of action that we've seen since those Bourne movies,
Yeah.
which I appreciate.
Yeah, it's all pretty steady. There was the helicopter that we mentioned earlier. That'll come into play later. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't just go to the oncoming traffic lane, considering all roads were shut down.
Yeah.
But they were like, all right, well, we're going to go just into this tunnel and be completely cut off from everything. It'll be fine.
Real stupid. Yeah, real stupid. But I like that there's just like random Gotham City SWAT team guy who like we're kind of with through this. It makes it like it gives us an analog as like somebody who's just kind of like, oh my god, this is awful.
Yeah.
I love the way that hits the water, just doesn't immediately sink because it's displacing so much liquid.
Yeah, and all the air that's in the back of it is fairly secure, and not vacuum, but pretty airtight, because they have to be very secure.
Yep. As we'll find out, these vehicles can hold in a lot and hold up to a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I really like this angle kind of through the Joker goons with the reverse on them. It works really well. It gives the whole thing, and I like the back of the trailer having that slaughter is the best medicine on it.
Yeah.
And like the really kind of shittily painted masks and the shittily painted Joker himself all really helps in contrast to the really slick dark colors of the Gotham City Police Department. All their stuff's like very hyper stylized black, very pretty glossy. All the Joker stuff is dirty and gross and gritty.
Oh, yeah. It's a great,
It's great.
go-between.
Yeah. That's exactly what you want. And then there's Batman, who is kind of in the middle with more matte black.
Yeah, it's not glossy at all, but it's certainly not dirty.
Yeah,
So it's absolutely right in the middle, and that's exactly what Batman tries to be.
exactly. And funnily enough, he'll drive right in the middle of the two vehicles.
Yep.
So much allegory.
He also drove in between the vehicle and the road.
He's walking that line, old Bruce Wayne.
Wait, Batman's Bruce Wayne?
Oh, crap.
Spoilers.
I was telling you that.
I thought it was Harvey Dent.
That's what this movie... No more dead cops. That's what this movie will lead you to believe.
Yep.
Yeah, this movie is... It's so well handled. So, I mean, it's Christopher Nolan, so it's no real surprise, but it's just always such a pleasure to watch.
Yeah. That's a little weird, because how did he know when he was going to pull the trigger?
It's a very... I mean, it's Batman.
It is Batman.
I mean, it's...
He must have detected it, because he's a detective.
The world's greatest. And the one thing they do a lot in this movie, and you'll see it a few times in the scene, is when they cut to just normal people who are just watching this unfold.
Oh yeah, there's a whole ton of reaction shots in this. Like
these guys here.
So just eating a sandwich.
Yeah. And then later on we'll get a bunch of kids and like random dude in traffic and stuff. It's perfect. It gives you kind of like, what would it be like to just be sitting there if this happened? Which I think is a largely ignored demographic. Like you get it once in a while, like the Civil War, was it Civil War Frontline or whatever, with the news report?
Yeah.
Like that was great because it kind of gives you the perspective of a person just living in a world where they're superheroes.
It's like, I'm just a reporter and I have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Yep. It's really cool and really interesting, and you get to see kind of a wider perspective, and that's why I like the cutting to these just generic people on the street, where it's like, what would you do if you saw this gyroscopic, crazy motorcycle?
Continue eating my sandwich.
Yeah. One guy would keep eating his sandwich, just like, what the shit? And the other guys are like, what? Perfect. It just works so well. I love how everything, when he needs a camera move, there's a camera move. When he doesn't need one, he tends to stay away from it, but he adds more energy to these scenes with camera moves. It's really, really well crafted.
Yeah. It's just so good.
Yep. It makes you see how intelligent the Joker really is. 'Cause it's like, now I know they're going to do this, so we need to do this.
Okay, this whole scene is basically a chess match between Harvey, Batman, and the Joker.
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
And each one's just like, I know exactly what's going to happen. And everything goes exactly as the other one intended.
Mm-hmm.
Until just at the very end.
Oh, it's great.
Like
That's crazy. What an ambitious stunt.
Yeah. Oof. There's a lot of fire.
So good.
You would
I don't know how much of that's real stuff and how much of that's CG, but it's awesome.
I don't know. It's definitely a good mix, though. But there's so many explosions, you'd think it's a Michael Bay movie.
Very much. No polygon cars turning into robots, thank God.
No, just a polygon car turning into a motorcycle.
It's very true. Does it come in black?
They all do.
Get that dumpster out of my way.
Although it didn't really look like he got out of the way. It just fell forward and he just kept driving.
Yep.
I love how the tire spins. I love that.
Yeah, it's really cool. There we go. Nice. Cutting in, cutting in, cutting in. Then you see what happens. Classic. And now he's pretending to be Luke Skywalker.
It's like that scene in that old movie.
Yep.
Whoop.
Oh, that's crazy. I remember the first time I saw that. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like a Magneto thing.
Yep. I really wish that he had reacted more in that shot where the motorcycle did that. Because it's like, come on. I don't care how Batman you are. You just did that crazy thing. Like, you'd be like, thank God that worked. Or something, you know? I love that he fires off the gun. Like, it's just great.
Yeah, it's because he has no trigger discipline. So he's just pulling the trigger at all times.
I love that. You never see that in a movie. Everybody's always like super well trained with firearms. It's like, this is just a dude. Like, I would just pull a trigger. Like, this gun clearly has no kick or anything to it. It's like, who cares? I'm just gonna fire this all over. I don't know how many bullets are in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
He puts Batman to the test. Batman fails.
Yep. He's like, no, I don't want to do it.
I can't just kill this thug, even though I had a clear opportunity to do so. I love how excited the Joker gets right here. It's like he even has that planned out. Like, he well thought out Batman. Like, how much thought Batman put into these things. Because he's the exact opposite. He's not organized at all.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so good.
And then they're
Brilliant.
reunited. It's like, oh crap, he's been alive the whole time. Spoilers. You think Jim Gordon's dead.
I think he's just surprised to see that's what Gary Oldman actually looks like.
Is it, though? Is
I
that
don't
what
know.
he really looks like?
I'm not. I can't. I mean, I was just guessing. I don't know.
Are you sure the guy on the left isn't Gary Oldman?
No.
You never know.
You
That's
don't.
the problem with Gary Oldman's.
But you know what I do know? You can find more great content like this at superliminalfilms.com. You can find it on our YouTube channel, Superliminal Films. You can find it on Twitch, where we do this live sometimes, usually on Sundays. And that is twitch.tv/superliminalfilms. So come by, hang out, tell us how terrible we are. We play games most of the time on there because that's kind of what Twitch is for. Though there's also a lot of Bob Ross going on there. So whatever you want, really. So if you want something specific, you let us know. You email us, contact@superliminalfilms.com, or you get in touch with us across all the social medias. We will respond because we're good people. Goodbye.
Bye.